Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you this Let's Get Started with Industrial Craft tutorial. It's a simple tutorial. We're going to put down our base protection to protect things. And let's get started. So I have all these project tables lined up with materials. This is expecting you to know the basics of Minecraft. Pretty good to know exactly how to get certain resources on even industrial craft, knowing where to get things like and knowing the difference of iron, copper, tin, etc., etc. We don't expect you to know how to use industrial craft, but we can teach that in this video. But we hope you know the basics of Minecraft, or this tutorial may be a little fuzzy for you. So we're gonna have this project table here, and the project table is great. It's a red power block, and it lets you stack your materials in here so you can easily craft a bunch. So we're gonna start with a furnace and get this puppy going. So ta-da! Furnace. We can put some coal in there for fun. So, you're going to want your furnace upgraded eventually. And here's a faster one, the iron furnace. Lovely piece of hardware, and it's a faster one. So here, let me show you exactly what we can do here. We need an example. So you know what? Let's take some logs and turn it into coal, shall we? Let's see if I can do this in a very fast time. Oh, texture bug there. Nice. I don't think I've seen that one before. Haha, cool. I'll have to look into that. So there you go. One coal's already created. This one's already on the other coal. So I put this one in first. This one just hit 2 pieces of coal, and this one is just hitting 2 pieces of coal now. And you can see the flame is actually roughly about the same pace. So there you go. Definitely one win for the iron furnace. And you can see the iron furnace is easy to make. It's 5 iron and 1 furnace at the bottom. Make your iron furnace. The next thing we're going to make is some copper cabling. Now to get some copper cabling, rubber basically, we're going to go and make tree taps, which I should have this in a better order for you guys, but life is life. So to make a tree tap, pretty simple. You just get these puppies here. It's just wood planks. 3 of them in the middle, 1 at the top middle, and 1 on the bottom left here, and it makes a tree tap. And where you can find these special trees, which we call them penis trees, or what they're really called is rubber trees, is usually in swamp biomes. You can find them the most. You can check out the map at mc.godcraft.com and go to what is that, colon 9292, I think. More information in the comment, of course, to all that. So you basically are right-clicking once. There's these spots on the trees. Now if you click them more than once, you can break those spots. You can see them carefully if you look, and they'll actually come back and again and again. Some of these trees, of course, they have stuff up top. Of course, this one doesn't seem to have any, so no problem. Sometimes they have extras here, and you want to make sure you can get them. But yeah, and then you can get saplings. So I got a sapling, so we can actually plant it at our base, so we have it. Of course, we're already at our base. We're just lucky to have these trees here. And yeah, anyways, so you take the rubber, and what we can do the first time is we can actually put them in the furnace. Now the efficiency of this is just terrible. I mean, really terrible. You'll get 1 sticky resin, will give you 1 rubber, where later on you can create an extractor and get 3 rubber. So there you go. So moving on, when we have all the rubber here, we're going to get the copper ingots. You should know how to smelt the copper ingots, but if not, let me get you some copper here. This was assuming that you wouldn't start with this right away. This is assuming that you've already spent a lot of time mining. So why don't I just assist you guys here and just show you exactly how that works. So copper, and we'll need some tin later anyways, so I'll just show you a tin example here. So the copper, of course, the copper ore will get you a copper ingot, and the tin one will get you a tin bar. So anyways, that's how you would make your copper. So just 6 rubber, 3 copper bars gives you cables, which are lovely. Let's get a few here for later use. The next thing we're going to make is a chip. So a chip is taking 6 of those copper cables. So yeah, it's getting quite complex here. And 2 pieces of redstone and refined iron. Oh, refined iron! Now I got to teach you how to do refined iron. Actually, refined iron is pretty easy, and you guys will like this. Let's take iron ore. We've all seen iron ore before. And when you smelt a piece of iron ore, which takes a little longer, well, actually faster in a normal furnace in here. There you go. There's that tin ingot I told you about. There you go. Now, if you resmelt an iron ingot, it'll actually create refined iron. That's as simple and easy as that. So, ta-da! Refined iron. So we go back to this puppy here, and there was our refined iron, and again 6 cables and 2 redstone makes us circuits, or I call them chips. So I'll just grab a few here. We'll always need them later on. So our next thing we're going to create is a machine block. Basically, you can't make an actual full block like you can with some of the materials, but if you put them around like that with one space open, you create a machine block. Again, that's with refined iron. So 8 refined iron in a circle makes 1 machine block. So machine blocks, we're going to use those. So let's grab a crap load of them. There you go. The next step up is batteries. So I told you how to smelt the tin ore down to tin. So now we have tin wrapped around, 2 pieces of redstone, and then a copper cable at the top, and we get a lovely battery. So let's create a few of those. Created more than I had in there. Oh well. Next one we're going to go is we're going to create a generator. And the generator is using a normal furnace, a machine block, which we just created, and the battery, which we just created. So ta-da! We can grab a whole pile of those. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place the generator. This is like the future here, guys. The future. Here's the generator. Now the generator can run on certain types of things, like even cactus, I think. Let's try that. I haven't actually tried that before. There you go. That's how bad and inefficient it is. Instantly burns it up. Not worth it. Don't use it. I suggest you stick with things like charcoal or coal. So since we did have the charcoal that we created, we might as well power it up there. And you can see it powering up, and it'll actually store it. Now this part, it does burn. So once it's finished burning, yeah, it goes down, and yeah, you do waste a bit. But it does have a buffer that it stores, so it's kind of nice there. I'll get into that more in the soon future. So we're going to keep going down the chain. Sorry, my chain's a little funny there. Which we just did the darn tree tap, but we'll need a couple more actually. So let's get 1, 2, 3. We already have one there. Okay, so we're making more tree taps. The next thing we're going to make is an extractor. This will save us lots and lots of resin in the future. So extractor is 4 tree taps, an electric circuit, which of course we made, and the machine block. So we take the extractor, ta-da, and we go over here, and we can actually place it beside the generator, and it'll instantly run it. You can see the generator still running there. And now here is the extractor, ladies and gentlemen. You will love this. Unless if you played Industrial Craft for ages, and then you might find this sort of slow and boring. But hey, for you new players, you guys will love this if you're new into Industrial Craft. And this is what this video is here for, to help you guys know, basically the starting of the Industrial Craft. So there you go, 3 rubber from 1 sticky resin, compared to the furnace that did 1 sticky resin to 1 rubber. Pretty amazing. The next machine we're going to create is an electric furnace, which is actually recycling our old iron furnace. So we can pop it up and create it here, or you can keep both of them. We'll just keep ours for demonstration purposes. So you take your electric furnace and boom, created. So electric furnace is simple. It's created with electronic chip, 2 pieces of redstone, and of course your old iron furnace. So we're going to actually throw this puppy right here, and we're going to get a bit power now. See, notice there's no power going through it because the power can't travel through the blocks. The generator has all its sides giving out power. All of the sides on this generator gives power. So what do we do to give power to other things? We can shift click, and you can actually right click on blocks. If you right click it, of course it opens. If you shift click, you can actually place the wiring on top. Ta-da! The electric furnace is born. So let's do a little fun test here. Let's just do it from vanilla furnace here for fun. Let's throw in say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll give this puppy a head start, and we'll throw this one in here. So you can see the electric furnace starting up. Ta-da! So it's already done 1 operation. This guy has done 1 now. This guy's almost done a 2nd operation now. You can see the difference. And of course it's a little faster than that. I won't bother comparing that. You guys can do the math if you want. More information at my link in the comment or in the description will take you, and you can go to the server information page, and there's actually a guides page and whatnot, and it'll give you the wikis and everything, and there's lots of special numbers and data and etc. The next thing you can get here is, we did the electric furnace, is the macerator. Oh yeah, actually this is probably my favorite item out of them all. The macerator is done with a bunch of flint, so 3 flint, some cobblestone, and an electronic circuit. So remember, keep some of that flint. Usually we just throw it away, but actually on a PvP server you might want to keep it for arrows. But yeah, definitely keep it here. So let me show you this baby in action. Let me get some of that cabling here, and you can just right click normally just around the side of that. And there's the macerator. So here we go. We're going to put 1 piece of iron in there. And this is where you guys are just going to scream for joy. Here she goes. Go macerator. And of course this is sucking quite a bit of power, mainly because we're not buffering it and we're not efficiently using it, but we'll get into that in the future. And boom, 2 iron dusts. Wait. Where's my iron bars? Well, this is a cool thing about the macerator. The macerator takes 1 iron block and turns it into 2 iron dusts, and then you can put it in the furnace and create 2 iron bars from it. So now that's your 2-for-1 special, guys. So actually that's probably the best block in the game right there, that macerator. You'll be using that for life now. You can double your production almost on everything. Of course, it only works on ore blocks, so things like diamonds you can't duplicate and stuff, but it also works on many other things. I'll leave the discovery to you guys, but it does work on quite a few items. Let me just throw you some bones, like cobblestone into sand. There you go. You guys have fun with the rest of it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do that buffer. You remember I'm telling you about that buffer? Well, that battery box provides us that buffer that we want. So what we're going to do is create it. It's surrounded with some wood on the bottom, 3 wood on the bottom, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, copper cable in the middle, or top middle, and 3 re-batteries, which of course we've done in the past. So, ta-da! And the next block after that is going to be, well, we'll place that, but I wanted to show you exactly what is special about this in a second here. So if we place it like this, you want to place it on the side because, and just so you guys know, all on a battery, like a battery box, all the sides but the unique facing, and the unique facing being this red plug on here using the Spax texture pack, is energy into the box, and the unique facing is energy out, if I'm right. And I'll know if I'm right while putting some coal into here. So, am I right? And yes, I'm right. Be kind of embarrassing if I was wrong. So, all the unique facing. So, not like a generator where it outputs out on of all facings. The battery actually outputs only on one facing, which is the unique facing. But I'm going to show you something that you can do, and that is, well, let's show you here. The project table here again, we have 3 copper ingots and 1 tin ingot, and it creates bronze. Now this is the forestry way, really lovely way, because if you did it the industrial way, you have to take powder and grind it down, and then you combine it. And as far as I'm concerned, if I recall, you actually get only less. I think you get twice less of the resources. So this is usually the easiest way anyways. And then what you do is you create a wrench. Now if you're using NEI, which by the way is disabled by default, you hit O to enable it. When you type in wrench, you'll get a few different wrenches. This one is for buildcraft as far as I know. That one is for forestry. This is an upgraded wrench for industrial craft. Keep that in mind for the future. And then this wrench is the one that we're building now. So here we go. We got this wrench. Now what the wrench does is it will change your facings. If you right click, it'll bring the unique side onto you. If you right click it again, it'll pop the blocks. Can't talk off. So if we place this again and you see the unique facing and you're hitting it, of course it's going to pop it off over and over and over. Now there's some little tricks in here. If you hold down shift and right click, it'll actually put the facing on the opposite. So if I were to actually go on this side and shift click this way, now it'll put that unique facing on this side. So sort of like targeting it to properly set your wiring up, which is definitely needed. The next thing I want to show you here is tools, guys. You guys are going to like this. Tools. The mining drill. Refined iron 5 pieces, electric circuit, and a battery, and it creates you the mining drill, which is really awesome. And at the same time, I might as well just go ahead and create the chainsaw, another 5 pieces of refined iron, electric circuit, and a battery. And these items are just lovely. So what we can do is we can charge these up in the battery box here, and we can charge it up in the generator at the same time. Of course, it'll take up a lot of energy. You can see it drain both of them, and now they're kind of working hard, which is fine. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to create something even more powerful, which is the bat back, which is 6 batteries, electronic circuit, tin ingot, and it'll create a bat pack, and that will be godly amounts of energy. It stores about 6 times the amount of energy, I believe, than one of these tools store, which is awesome. So we can pump this out. Okay, I'm surprised that one charged faster. So we can pump this one out like this, and we can go like this and charge that. That'll take a few minutes. So while we're doing that, let's create our last masterpiece, which I think is the thing that you guys will love the most. It's called a geothermal. And to create, before we get to the geothermal, actually, we want to create something called empty cells, and they're storage containers. And if we create a bunch of them here, oh, look at this, I'm getting a bunch here. It's with 4 tin, just in shape of the square there, you see. And then it's part of this recipe where you use 4 pieces of glass, refined iron, an old generator, and 2 empty cells creates a geothermal. Now the geothermal provides a lot of energy, and I'm just going to show you how this puppy works here. So if we need to right click right on the side here, and of course we want to pop it, oh actually the facing was right. So we right click it beside that, just so we have it up there, so it looks nice, I guess. And we go and take those cells that we had, and we right click into this lava. Just right click once. You'll actually get a lava cell. And if you pop this lava cell into this, oh actually I made a generator. What kind of idiot am I? Oh, by the way, this is a good tip. If you break this generator, actually the generator is a base block, but if you were to break, say, this macerator, I'll show you with the macerator. So when you're using something, a generator and a machine block is base blocks. So if you're using something that uses a base block plus, so for example an extractor, and you break it without a wrench, this is what will happen. You'll get a machine block. So if you take, for example, I had the geothermal here, let me time day here. So if I had the geothermal here, there you go, and if I place the geothermal, and if I break it, I'll get the base block, which is a generator. So keep that in mind. To prevent that, what you need to do is wrench it off, just like that, wrench it off. So now I'm going to actually place the right block this time, and I'm going to place the lava cell in here, not like an idiot. And there you go. So it sucked in the lava cell instantly. Now it is in there. It has a lot of storage in there. I think it can store over 20 plus cells, and it is working. You can actually see it providing it enough energy for this to kind of light up a bit more, and this is actually charging quite faster than it was before. It is slow process, but it is a lot faster. I forget the efficiency. I think one piece of coal provides 4 or 2,000 energy, where one piece of lava cell provides 20,000 energy. I think this generator provides 10 EU a tick, where this generator provides 20 EU a tick. I could be wrong, but that's what you're getting today. So what we can do is, you find a nice lava lake, you take these cells, and you just right click like this. So bring a stack of these cells when you're mining, because this is worth it. And also don't forget, the carbon tower provides these cells, and they're pretty, not super hard to get actually, and it may be worth, going over there and grabbing some when you're getting the carbon stuff. So there you go. Oh crap. So we're gonna, I failed. So let me go back to my place and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back after my very timely demise. Oh, that's trying to get nighttime again. So let's get some of those cells going. What an idiot I was. So anyways, you get your cells like this. Don't be an idiot and fall in here. There you go. You can even hold down right click and it kind of works. Sometimes it gives you a messed up number. I'm actually in creative mode right now, so it's not showing up. Yeah, so it looks like I'm cheating, but it really isn't. There you go. Sometimes the numbers don't sync up properly though. If you had a stack of 64 and you right clicked it and just held it, it'll say some other number. But it will eventually update when you move your inventory. But anyways, you got a stack of 64. So this is what a stack of... Actually, no, we only had a stack of 40-something. So that actually just proves that whole desyncing, you know, it doesn't actually give an accurate number. Let me grab a couple more. But anyways, there you go. So that's how the lava cells work. Now that's probably... 64 lava cells, to give you an idea, is equivalent to 1.28 million EUs of energy. This is quite a bit of energy. So here's that backpack we can use. Ta-da! Ta-da! We throw on our back and get those tools that we've now mysteriously killed. Holy crap, don't think I need that many. Oh, by the way, yes, this grabs water too, which you'll use in other recipes in the future. You can't pour them on the ground though. So we can actually go like this actually. If you put your backpack on and hit it once, you can see how much energy. So all the energy, actually we should pop this off. Okay, that's not bad. So for a whole bar of energy was that much of the backpack. So if we take this puppy, I guess we can hit anything, but if we hit this here, a leaf, and then charge that up, there you go. So you can see roughly that it actually looks like maybe even more than 6 times the energy that backpack holds. So here's a chainsaw, nice, lovely, look how fast that puppy is, and on leaf blocks, it incinerates them. You can right click sheep, let's try that, spawn mob sheep. You can right click sheep, you can slay sheep, you can slay cows, and yeah, it's a wonderful block. And of course you get your leaf blocks when you click on it, I think, or oh, actually I don't know if there's leaf blocks on those ones, so let's go creative mode here for a second and just jump over here. I think it drops leaf blocks, yeah, so normal trees drop the leaf blocks, of course. There you go. So yeah, pretty handy. So let's go to the drill. Now the drill, pretty little speedy creature. A little slow on grass, not super fast, faster than I guess most things on grass. But when it comes to the dirt, it gets a lot faster. It pulverizes it basically. Now you can upgrade this to diamond drill, and the diamond drill just destroys glass. All you do is right click the grass or normal click the grass and it just shits all over the place. Like, it's that powerful. So that's the drill, and this drill can get everything but obsidian as far as I recall. So it's pretty awesome. You can get the diamond drill, which can get obsidian, and it's a little faster. Last thing here I want to tell you about the generator. Notice how it uses all that coal. Well, it probably didn't even need all that energy, but that's how it runs, guys. The coal kind of burns through the coal, so even if this is maxed out and you use even a tiny bit, it starts eating another piece of coal. It's very inefficient, so the best thing to do is use a battery box and feed it, say, 3 or 4 pieces of coal and fill the battery box and drain it, and then when the battery box gets halfway full, then fill up more coal if you like. But the geothermal, of course, I think is probably the best efficiency to start out in the game. As you can see, lava is everywhere, even right here. Just mysteriously, just in a big square, very deep. Very deep. Of course, you can find it at the tower, and of course you'll find it all over the place underground. It only takes 4 tin. Yeah, watch this, guys. I probably didn't even show you this. Let me do a new one here for you guys, just to give you an idea of how this stuff works. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 pieces of tin gives you 16 cells. Yeah, it eats the cells, but 4 pieces of tin is nothing. The macerator. So that's actually like taking 2 pieces of tin ore and producing 16 cells. And that's worth like, what? 3,000-ish? 3,000-ish. 300,000 EUs of energy, which I think is amazing. Yeah, guys, so I want to tell you one more thing. Later on, there's ticks on wires. So there's wire rating. Let me show you another wire here called tin. And I'm just trying to throw these tin bits because a lot of people ask them. I kind of want you to learn from yourself, but people kind of, they mess up. So let me give you the little advice. You can take tin wiring. It's called ultra low wiring. If we were to place it here, you're going to see a mess happen. Boom. Why? Because the tin can only handle 4 EUs a tick. This battery box outputs 32 EUs a tick. This generator down here outputs 10 EUs a tick. This generator outputs 20 EUs a tick. And it blows up. So what outputs 4 EUs a tick, you wonder? Well, actually, I can tell you exactly what does. A solar panel. And I'll just tell you, the solar panel only outputs 1 EU a tick. Pretty bad. Not really. I guess it's not really good once it's starting out, but later on it's efficient. So there you go. Those are 4 solar panels that would be in total giving out 4 EUs a tick. Let me even show you an EU reader. I'm not going to show it to you how to create it. I'm just going to let you learn that later on, and it'll actually tell you how much energy is going through here. So it's 4 EUs a tick, and you're like, hey, not bad. Actually, Actually, it's draining off there fine. So this wire, I said, was rated for 4. Maybe it's even 5. But you're going to like, okay, so what happens if you place a crap ton of solar panels on it? Wait, why is it not blowing up, you're wondering? Okay, consider it like a traffic. Actually, it's not even sucking that much out right now. Damn troll. It's hard to show you guys something when it's not even doing it properly for you. Let's do it this way then. I gotta get... Where is my damn drill? This does work. It's just, it's not using that much energy. As you can see, this macerator only takes about 2 EUs a tick. And remember, those lava cells, I said, for a stack of them is like an insane amount. So I'm gonna just destroy this. There you go. So if we were to use this on top of this like this, ta-da! I'm going to even get rid of this just so you guys can see it all easily on this one. Okay, there we go. So we can throw in here, do we even have anything in there to throw in? Iron. Let's get resin. There we go. So we can put in here this resin. There we go. Okay, now those are all running. It should be about 6 EUs a tick, 5 EUs a tick. 7 EUs a tick. There you go. 7 EUs a tick. So you're probably wondering why that's not blowing up. Well, there's a simple explanation. The wiring can handle one device that outputs 4 EUs a tick. If you have 1,000 devices that only put 4 EU a tick out themselves, it will not blow up the wire. Consider it like a highway with, you know, the bridges, the low bridges saying you can't be this height. Well, consider those cars and the trucks packets. Well, basically every packet those cars can fit in there. You can put billions of cars through there, no problem. But the second one big truck goes in there that's too big of a packet, boom, hell breaks through. That's when you need to upgrade to copper cabling. So when it comes from solar panels or wind generators or windmills, those are different generator sources. They can all be on tin and you don't need to make the copper cabling. When it comes from the other generator, the normal generator, the generator, you need to use copper cabling, and then it goes from there. I mean, you'll need to make even more advanced cabling. If I type in cable here, I can even show you the different cables. So there's copper cable, there's uninsulated copper cable, there's golden cable, uninsulated golden cable, 2 times insulated golden cable, heavy, insulated heavy, 2 times, 4 times, glass fiber, and the ultra low current cable, which I just told you about, and then some EU detector and EU splitters. And guys, this game just starts from here. It's amazing. Hopefully this was enough to get you started. This is a pretty simple setup that I showed you, but it's enough to get you going, and hopefully you can use this video and refer to other people if they need help with anything that I explained in this video. From here on in, you need to learn what to do on your own. I want to tell you one thing. NEI, right now I don't have the special modded NEI on right now, but it won't show 42 pages. It may show you 20 something pages because a lot of this is junk. Like, for example, I'll just show you, for example, what I do. These are covers. These are the things that you do red power. They're like decoration type blocks. And for example, you can have this one here. Kind of neat, right? Ta-da! But I hide those. So what I do is I go into red power, I go into micro blocks, and I right click that. So there you go. Your item list turned into 21. So for Gray members, time day, when you download NEI, there will be an option at the very bottom that says members NEI. Ignore that. What that means is basically people who've paid for whitelist, the $10, and that are not gray colored in chat, but they are bluish, like that turquoise, bluish, light blue, whatever color. They get a few extra recipes, which I've explained to you guys in the past. Everyone who just downloads the normal version and doesn't click that box will have all the appropriate recipes that you should be able to craft, or of course blocks that you should be able to use. So don't go, go on the wikis and stuff and see what you can make and whatnot, but refer to NEI to make sure you can actually craft it, because some things are pretty bad. They can lag the server, or they're really buggy, or they are known to cause dupe issues, etc. And we have to disable certain recipes. So I just want to let you guys know, don't waste your time saying, why doesn't this work? Why doesn't this work? Refer to the ban list, refer to the, and which is in the actual updater. When you open it, it'll have a link there at the top for banned items. And refer to the NEI. Make sure you don't have the member version installed if you're a gray, and if you're a member and you're missing recipes, make sure you have the member version of NEI installed. So hopefully this will solve all your issues, guys, and I really hope you're going to have a great time on the server. And yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this was a very helpful video for you guys. Even if you're not going to play on our Godcraft Industrial PvP server, this is helpful for the industrial server, as well as playing single player, or maybe you're playing on another server. But hopefully you found this video enlightening and a good way to get started. I didn't want to get too in-depth on what you can create, for example, like solar powers and solar panels and stuff, because I feel that's like more of an advanced tier ahead, and I feel that that's something you guys need to learn and discover. And please don't just spam chat saying, how do you build this, how do you do this, how do you do this. People will not like you. I know there's some young people out there. Most people on the internet learn by discovery, and the other half learn by looking at wikis and guides and etc., which I said you can go to our website, godcraft.com, and click server information or apply now, whatnot. It takes you to this page on the wiki where you can select any of the servers. Just click the industrial server, and then there's a guide link there, and it'll list all the wikis, it'll list these videos, and you'll get all the information you shouldn't have or need to get started and to play on our PvP server. So thanks so much for watching again, and have yourselves a wonderful day.